走ってねツヤもねパーもねおままで毎日ぐるぐるなんや朝起きて牛連れて2時間ちょっとの散歩道電話もねガスもねバスはいついつと来るほらこんな村嫌だほらこんな村嫌だ東京へ出るだ東京へ出たなら全国はために東京でビゴがないかあよいしょあそれはっはあチターもねステレオね生まれでこの方見たことね喫茶もね集いもね全くわけもない俺一人ばあさんとじいさんと術を眠って空を拝む薬やね映画もねたまに来るのは金縛りほらこんな村嫌だほらこんな村嫌だ東京へ出るだ東京へ出たなら全国はために東京で馬車引くだいかのぞきもねレーザーディスクは何者だカラオケはあるけれどかける違いを見たことはね新聞ね雑誌もねたまに来るのは回覧板信号ねあるわけで俺の村には電気がねほらこんな村嫌だほらこんな村嫌だ東京へ出るだ東京へ出たなら全国はために人材
Okay, so I found this old trip planner that my friend made, and for some reason, I don't know why we never got around to use it. It's completely a mystery why we just never use this. But anyway, and since this is my academic friends, I figure I'll do it in the style of Academic Agent and just have a little slideshow. But this should just be like an easy introductory of like if you're planning your trip to Japan, because there's a lot of shit happening. There's a lot of stuff. We've taken friends to Japan before, and I've had friends, like I've helped friends plan trips. I'm still helping friends plan trips, and they always get overwhelmed. They always wind up doing too much stuff, and they're missing a lot of the enjoyment, and they get caught up, especially now with the over tourism that's happening. You just wind up going to where everyone else went, and you really don't get to enjoy it. And actually, there isn't really over tourism. Everyone's just going to the same spot. I was in Kyoto for 6 months, and they kept talking about how Kyoto was getting all this over tourism, and I didn't know what they were talking about until I went to one of those Instagrammable places, and like, absolutely. But you can tell because it's just like it'll just be like one station, and like all the tourists will be there. But as soon as you go to the next station, it is disappear. So if you just, keep in mind, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. All right. This is after the description of how we go about dealing with Japan as people who've gone there multiple times, and if we've had to help other people. You're an adult. Just do you. If you want to go hiking, go hiking. If you just want to go and drink, which is mostly what I do, I just go find a nice, cool little izakaya or bar and just chat up people and have a highball. Like that's because snacks and just meet people. That's fine. If you want to go sushi, there's so many. Japan is a very fun place with lots of adult things to do. You don't have to pick one thing. You can try a bunch of different things. So, like, don't set yourself to one thing, all right? This is the next thing. Well, I probably was talking about this before. Skip Tokyo. To be honest, skip the whole Kanto region. Unless you have a specific thing that you want to see or, like, an event or some shit. Like, I think some people wanted to go to, like, Universal Studios, the Harry Potter, that's understandable if you have like a specific museum that's only there. But if this is your first time to Japan, don't go to Tokyo. There's other places to go. Even Kansai. Kansai is the Kyoto, Osaka, Nara, Kobe region. Uh, Even the places that he has here, like Dontonbori, that's touristy as shit. Yeah, same thing with Fushinari, super touristy. But Japan has been hot lately. I highly, highly, highly recommend going to Hokkaido. In fact, um, I found another trip that I organized with my friends where we just did a road trip around Hokkaido. And that was fantastic. And it was in the fall, so there is going to be a bit of snow. But if you like snowboarding, you'll love Hokkaido. But really, in the summer, Hokkaido is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. While the rest of Japan is just hot and sticky and uncomfortable. Like there's lots of festivals to go to, but you have festivals all over Japan in the summer, so it doesn't matter. If you get a chance, Hokkaido in the summer is fantastic. Um, some of the best, like the second biggest whiskey maker. Well, actually, it's the best. The best Japanese whiskey is probably coming out of Hokkaido. The most famous is going to be under the Suntory label. I'll probably talk about this later. It's under the Suntory label, but it was made by basically Suntory is this big conglomerate, and they hired this guy named Masan who studied. He was a chemist, and um, he was in Scotland, and he was the person who brought Japanese whiskey, and he first started making it under the Suntory, but then he left for Hokkaido to start Nika. So Nika was his actual purest vision of what whiskey should taste like, and it is definitely more interesting. It is. So if you're a big whiskey drinker, if you love Japanese whiskey, heading to Hokkaido and going to the Nika distillery and doing that whiskey tour, I haven't done that yet, but that's on my bucket list. I definitely want to do that. Um, yeah. So go to different regions. Go. The main point of this is go away from Tokyo. It is a lot of tourists. It's not even like, it's getting to the point in certain areas it doesn't even feel like Japan anymore. Think about like New York. I mean, when people think about the United States, when they think about barbecue and cowboys and guns and the great outdoors and road trips, none of that shit is in New York. Now people know of New York, but all the cool shit that you like about the United States, it really isn't in New York. Maybe you want a slice of pizza, but like truly American shit, blues, jazz, the mighty Mississippi. It's all outside of, even like the Mexican food isn't good in New York, but all the good stuff that you want is probably outside of New York. So it's kind of the same thing that's happening with Tokyo. So if you can get out of the Kanto region, which is basically Tokyo and the surrounding prefectures, and go, Hokkaido is dope. Go to just anywhere else. If you're open to planning a trip, like you're gonna have to start there, which is understandable. You're gonna go in there. Just don't stay there. Land there, do a day, have a quick little layover just to get yourself right, and to do some quick touristy stuff in Tokyo, and then just head out. Yeah, please. Yeah, you will enjoy your trip better. Will get a better sense of Japan. There's just more. You'll get away from the tourists, which are ruining a lot of things. And again, because they just keep going to the same spots. So like, fly in. If you come in when it's hot during the summer, new idea. Fly into Tokyo. Stay like your day. Go to Hokkaido. Plan a trip for Hokkaido, especially if you love whiskey. That's a great time. If you like fresh seafood, a lot of this fresh seafood is coming up there. I'll do this on my next video where I'll talk about my Hokkaido trip. But like, the boats in Hokkaido, the fishermen would come in, and right there on the docks, they had these little stands with just all the fresh seafood that was caught that day, and then they just give you this, and then you pick what you want, and then you can get some like butter and corn and just grill it right on the dock, fresh off the boat. You got the boat sailing around you, and it was dope. It's the freshest seafood I've ever had. It was amazing. Just grill it in the butter, grill it with the corn. Yeah, it's anyway. Let's see what else Ted was talking about. 8 days. So he had an 8-day trip, 7-day night, 3 regions. It's ambitious. How many people did he? Okay. Good for the following. Okay. JR Pass. This is a big thing. The JR Pass makes shit a lot easier and fun. If you can get a JR Pass, basically, it's just unlimited pass all over Japan, and that includes anywhere the JR line is, which is all over Japan, and that includes the bullet train. And I don't know if you know, from like Kyoto to Tokyo, one way is about $100 or so. So a round trip is about $200. You could, on this pass, it's unlimited. You could do, so if you just like trains, which is completely understandable, I'm one of those. That's a whole nother video that I'll probably do. I need to find the photos. I found out that they were like going to discontinue one of the old trains that go into Hokkaido from Japan. So it was from like the mainland from Aomori. But anyway, if you're a big train guy and you just like the Shinkansen or you just want to look out the window, you can literally just sit on the train all day, just going back and forth from Tokyo or to Aomori or all the way past Kyoto. Just stay on the train. You can see Kyoto, you can see the mountains, you can see Osaka as you pass by, and then just keep going down to like Kumamoto. Just if that's what you want to do. If you just want to ride it up and down, that is your option. You can't sleep there. You're gonna have to get off at some point. But you could just wake up one day and ride the train. I've done that. That was a fun day. I just took a nap. But yeah, the JR Pass, it works in most cities. You're gonna get to most of the touristy spots, especially if this is your first time. If this is your first trip, just get the JR Pass. Plan that in advance. It's highly important. It's highly useful. You just need flights in and out of Japan. Clearly get your passport. But anyway, you just need flights. So you're going to probably do Tokyo or Osaka. Those are the main ones, unless you're already in Asia. I suggest KIX. KIX is the Kansai or the Osaka airport, if you can. But you're probably going to get to Tokyo, which is whatever, like Narita. What is he talking about? Arrive from the U.S. 1-day flight. 1 night in Tokyo. Yeah. See, this is the plan they had. He was perfectly correct. 1 night in Tokyo. You just land there, just adjust, and then just keep it pushing. Just keep it pushing directly to Osaka. Osaka's great. Yep. This is a good plan. The plan was to go to Hokkaido. Yeah. Oteru is where a lot of the whiskey, the Yoichi distillery and the Nikka whiskey is at. Oteru, they also have that fancy cheesecake, that super lovely, soft, like airy cheesecake that comes out of Japan. That's actually the frozen prepackaged stuff. Here you can go to the actual cafe and get it fresh. It's even better. It's even better fresh. Like it's crazy. Like the prepackaged airy stuff is already light and lovely and shit like that. You're not. It's so to go get it fresh, fantastic. So yeah, Sapporo is dope. The whole underground is dope. Hakodate. A lot of y'all don't know. Hokkaido actually is relatively new to Japan. It used to be part of Russia. And Hakodate is this very, very Russian city in the setup. So Hakodate is cool. It's kind of at the southern tip. It's interesting. Sendai, I don't know. I guess he was just exploring. I don't know why you want to go to Sendai, but he's just exploring, which is dope. It's just different photos. What's this? Shinosaka. This man just taking photos, huh? I've never been there. Maybe he went. Oh, these? Hold on. Let me see if I can find. How do I get out of this? Where is? Yes. These photos were hilarious. Look at this. Look at that. Make your eye. Yo, I love these photos. The eyes. Go ahead. Awesome. Okay, back to this shit. Yeah, that was fun. Why the fuck the OGs? Okay, he's really preparing everybody. But yeah, you can go with your friends, and there's so much different things to do. There's so many different things that you can get into. You just have completely different types. Friend didn't even. I remember I didn't know that he did Latin dancing. I didn't know until on the trip. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go to a Latin club. I'm like, yeah, I'll go with him. Fuck it. We split up. This man was a fucking professional. I was not prepared for this level of skill set, and apparently the other women weren't either. So like, there was like what, 12 ladies, and they were all just patiently standing in line to dance with this man. And he was just throwing around, like spinning and twirling and shit like that. Like, what the fuck? I've never seen this man so graceful. Anyway, that's a stupid trip. What is this shit? Yeah, none of this shit applies to me. Yeah. Things to prepare for is true. Make sure your password is valid. Yeah, make sure you get your paid time off requested. International phone. True. If you have a Google phone, you don't need to worry about that shit. With Google, you're pretty much good for 3 months. So if you can get on Google and you're traveling a lot, I just suggest that. The issue is you can't. You have to go back and forth. But the Google phone, after 3 months, then you have to go back to the States for like a month or so. But if you travel a lot, if you're in and out, I highly suggest getting the Google phone. It is fucking seamless. They charge you the same no matter where you are. Yeah, no, it's straight. This dude is so fucking organized, dude. The JR passes. With the JR passes, you order them online and then they come to your house before. I think now you can buy them when you enter Japan, like when you get the train or once you're actually inside Japan. But you can, I think they might be cheaper if you order them online. They mail it to you. But you get them validated once you're actually in Japan and you go through customs. Like they're attached to your passport. They might have updated it. I haven't got a JR Pass in a while. But, again, JR Passes, they make a difference. I think this is the best value. If you just want to explore Japan and see, and honestly go over, I just love fucking trains. Riding a bullet train is fucking great for me. Good food is even better with good people. This motherfucking... Luckily, our Japanese trips are always full of both. Fresh seafood, super affordable, and high-quality seafood can be found all over Japan, even at the convenience stores. A legit platter of sashimi for $10? Yes, please. Japanese-only snacks. Not only are there delectable snacks that you can only get and find in Japan, there are even some special editions only found in certain regions and cities. Yeah, no, this is actually a valid. Oh shit! Did I just fuck up? How do you go back? This is actually a valid point. The snack. I don't think people really. I think you guys have seen it on TV and on Instagram. But it's not. It's even better in real life. It's one thing to like. Oh yeah, they have unique. Nah, dude, they are serious. They have special snacks and. This is every store does this. So every convenience store, they'll have special items that are seasonal and regional. And like when I stayed in Japan, when I stayed in Kyoto, my 7-Eleven that I went to had special ramen. Like they had this special ramen that was only served there. So like from even within the 7-Elevens, they're gonna have different snacks that you didn't see before. Like not even the different, let alone the different stores, let alone the different seasons, let alone the different regions. So like it may, like in the United States, we're so used to like McDonald's is McDonald's, and you gotta get a goddamn egg McMuffin, and God, gee, motherfucker, it's gonna be a goddamn egg McMuffin. It's gonna taste exactly the same. Like, nah, dude, they're gonna have different selections of food that you wouldn't even see it at the one down the street. So yeah, like Pokemon Go, it's very much that Pokemon mentality is kind of like their food. Like that, it's yeah. I think Pokemon is probably the best analogy. Anyway, party like you're in Vegas. Legal drinking in public, dude. Y'all need to chill on this shit. Be an adult. Yes, it's this cheap and legal. Don't get shit faced. Like, god damn it. Like, imagine like it's Thanksgiving and like your auntie's outside and chilling with your cousins. Like, chill. Like, be cool with it. Like, you can drink, is cool, but don't get shit faced retarded. Like, this isn't a goddamn frat party, and it's probably a different video, but it is starting to fuck with people. It's becoming known as a party spot, and it's the locals aren't liking it because people just don't respect that shit. There's nothing wrong with going there and enjoying yourself, but not at the expense of others. Like, that's kind of the line. Like, enjoy yourself, but not at the expense of others. And really in the West, we're not civilized enough to care about others like that. It's a rarity to have people that understand how to enjoy themselves and just, yeah, how to enjoy themselves and like not fuck over others. You guys are really not used to that in the West. Anyway. Rest of relaxation. Yeah, dude, this gets back to the point again. Like, Japan has so much different shit to do. And if it's your first time and you're going to be touristy, it's fine. Oh, yeah, Lutao. That's the special cheesecake I was telling you about. That's the name of the restaurant, Latao. It's in Otoro. But if you want to go hiking, you could literally just do a whole hiking trip. If you just a hiking fanatic, go do that shit. It's going to be you and a bunch of Oba-chan up and down the mountains. But, like, it's gorgeous. Look at that far. Look at the sun rays. Look at that mountainscape. You want to go get cake? Go get fancy cake. Look at that with the lovely squash and macaroon. You want to go dancing? You want to go drink beer specifically? Oh, this is actually what is the name? Hikurohi? Yeah, I think he's friends with Hikurohi. Anyway, yeah, I don't know who that is. And vacation means yeah, he's just getting to the point of just do what you enjoy. There's so many options and different ways to enjoy yourself. So just whatever you like doing, just do it in Japan and you enjoy yourself. There's a whole culture surrounded by it. Again, yeah, this is the Japanese Rail Pass. Heavily discounted pass for tourists. Heavily discounted pass for foreign tourists that cover, yes. Allows use of the Shinkansen high-speed bullet train and most of it, yes. It's literally going all. These are the bullet train lines. There's other small lines. This is like mostly where the bullet train is going. No, never mind. This is the bullet train. This dotted. This is the bullet train line. This is the bullet train. That's the bullet train. That's the bullet train. So you could fly in, take the bullet train all the way to Hakodate. Then you gotta take a regular train. You could go all the way back down to Kyushu. If that's what your prerogative, it's already prepaid. It's a prepaid, unlimited ticket. So if you just want to ride the goddamn train up and down Japan the entire time, that's your prerogative. It's already paid for. But it covers all these different lines. So, no, it gets you around. It actually gets you to more places than you see here, but it's very useful. You're going to get to the main attractions. If it's your first time, I highly suggest a rail pass. It's true. Don't forget to pack light. Yes. Luggage is a mood killer. You can get away with just a small backpack and a carry-on size roll board of your outfits. We're going to travel to multiple cities, so just trust us when we say lugging around a lot of stuff really does suck. This is the realest shit. You want to be light. Does it show? You want to be light. I can understand. Kind of think about like hiking. Like that's the best kind of attire to get around, at least for us. Because people want to go hiking. We get up the next day and go to another place. You want to go outdoors. You want to go indoors. So we had like a proper backpack with all your stuff in it. But you need to be prepared to carry that shit around. So you don't want multiple bags. Maybe like a laptop bag, and then like for your day bag, and then like a big bag that you just carry around with all the extra shit. But you don't want that much. Backup documents just in case. Japan is uber safe, and citizens are known for going to extreme lengths to return. Regardless, keep multiple photocopies of your passport and hard copies of... That's just basic traveling details. Oh, yeah, this is the big thing. This is actually a big point. Bring cash. Like 70% of the places you'll find will take credit cards, and it is slowly growing. But the most interesting stuff you want to go to is probably like in that other 20%. There's like a 10% overlap, but 20% of the most interesting things. Let's say this again. 70% of the places you're going to go to will probably take credit cards. But cash is going to get you to like the cool little izakayas, the cool little bars, the nice little restaurants. You might go to a random shrine. You might see a random vending machine that has a unique food you want to try. You might find a special little market with a particular squash or pumpkin that's in season. Because there's a lot of stuff. Like kaiseki, there's a lot of stuff that's only in season. They're only cooking that or only making that pastry because it's in season, because that's what the food is. And it'd just be some random little pop-up. Maybe some old lady coming out of someone's house. They just open up the garage door, pull up a table, and then start selling some mochi, some special mochi that she's been making for like her entire life, but it's not official. It's not going to come up on Google Maps. You won't be able to prepare for it. So prepare. This is like the best way to prepare. It's just to have cash, be open-minded, and try stuff. Know that it's pretty much the safest place you're going to be on earth at this point. It's the most structured and cultured place on earth at this point. So just have cash. You don't need to plan so structurally. Just prepare. There you go. Try to cut back on your planning and do more preparing. And if you prepare for Japan instead of planning for Japan, you have a much better time. That's a good takeaway. Prepare more than you plan, and you'll probably enjoy Japan way more. We'll sync up using Hangouts. Make sure your phone can connect to Japan's cell networks, Wi-Fi, and that your plan can cover or purchase up to the SIM cards. Yeah, if you need the SIM cards. Yeah, these are some useful videos. Anyway, that's enough. How do we stop this?